How's it going, everybody? So AstroFit, I know it's been probably maybe about a year or something since I recorded my last video, but ever since this incident, I really wanted to make a video on this because this is a guy that really tried to change the world. And I'm not just saying that because his chart and all that, but if you look at the key points on his personality and how he act and how he wanted to mainly help others grow, that's rare, because there's a lot of people out there that just they make it and they're just cocky, don't give a shit about everybody else, just all them, jewelry, all this shit. He was the type of person I'm here and I'm gonna help you get here with me for whatever you were passionate about. And that's rare. That's there's not a lot of people out there like that. I really respect that from him. I wasn't much of a basketball player myself, but just seeing people like that, I look up to them, and it's just it's very fascinating. Anyways, let's get back to his chart. So I know a lot of people watching this video are not going to understand this, so I'm going to try to sum it up in the easiest way possible. So this is your astrology chart. So when you type, the thing is, people always complain he's a Virgo or something like that. I mean, yeah, Virgo. But the thing is, you're actually more than one sign. You're actually all these signs. But the thing is placed, you see in the left-hand corner, the planets, it's placed in different planets. So you may be a Capricorn, but you have a moon in Taurus or a Venus in Sag, and each planet has a certain meaning. So moon is emotions, Venus is love, Pluto is, passion. So the only way to find that out is finding the exact time of birth. And that's how you would figure out, your chart, the signs for the planets. Anyways, this is Kobe's chart right here. So you see how there's slices. It kind of looks like a pie. Each pie, or it's called houses. Each house has a certain meaning to it. So if you want to find out, just look it online. Birth chart, houses, explanation, something like that. Anyways, he has a lot in the 8th, 9th, and 10th, right? So that shows he's career-wise, he's good. He's gonna be making a lot of money, and he's very knowledgeable. So he knows a lot of his stuff, and he wants to help others grow. So that's the main thing. We had a very intelligent player, and he always knew how to, he's good with strategy. And when you have someone, especially a couple in the 9th and 8th house, when you have a couple planets there, it's someone that's very because the 9th and 8th is about higher learning, so the person's already knowledgeable. It's kind of they're gifted in a way. Anyways, yeah, so main thing, I don't want to diagnose his whole chart because this is mainly about the transits that interrupted in his chart. So we're just going to go based off the transits in the sky. So this is mainly from the time he was born. This is his energy, right, when he was born. There's also a thing when you look at your chart, there's a chart that shows the planets in the sky right now. So you see how there's green outside of the pie, there's green planets, the green symbols, you see that circle in the middle and then the T under the AC. Those are the planets in the sky right now currently. So in this chart, it's making aspects to his natal chart from when he was born. That's how you read an astrology chart. And you see how he has in the number 1, he has a couple there. So that's mainly in himself, because the first house is the self house, meaning everything about you. So it's kind of what people are going to see from you, It's almost released to the public. The 10th is the career. The first is what's going to happen to you. So the main thing is he has, the T is, if you look over there, it's Saturn, right? So that's his natal chart. But in the planets in the sky right now, Saturn is in Capricorn. So it's not in Virgo, because Virgo shows, that's where he has Saturn in Virgo. But in the sky currently right now, it's in Capricorn. So since it's currently in Capricorn right now, Saturn is all about discipline, teaching, learning, teaching others. And Pluto is all about, it's kind of like that dark planet type of thing. It's like strength. Just think of strength. Everything about strength. It can be deadly. It can be powerful. Actually, think of something with power. So Pluto's the type with power, what drives energy. So right now, currently in the sky, Saturn is just conjunct Pluto last December, in December 2019. So when you look at your natal chart, wherever you have Saturn conjunct Pluto from the sky, from in your natal chart, for him it's in the first house. So it's the self. It's gonna make a big something huge impacted is gonna happen. And in his chart, it just shows that it's gonna affect himself, and it's gonna show in the world, since it's in the first house. But one thing I noticed, like, because it doesn't really show anything death in his chart right now, like from the looks of it, but just something big's gonna happen. But when you look, like on the next video, I'm gonna show his wife's chart. When you look at his wife's chart, that's where it kind of shows, like, oh shit, you know, like someone's gonna pass away. Someone's gonna be gone in her life. And I'm gonna pop up her second chart right now. Okay, so this is her chart right here. So just to sum it up, because I know this video is kind of running. So Saturn and Pluto is in Capricorn in the sky right now, right? And if you look back at Colby's, it was he has Saturn in Virgo in his, you know, natal, not in the sky, in the natal. And Pluto is in, I think it was in Libra, right? So he has Pluto in Libra. Remember what I told you about Libra, strength. So it can also mean anything death related as well. But here's in her chart that shows that she's gonna lose somebody. You see where her Saturn and her Pluto's at? They're both in Libra, right? So Colby has Pluto in Libra as well, but he has Saturn in Virgo. Anyways, Capricorn and Libra, those signs don't go well together. It's a square aspect. So when you look up online at Capricorn and Libra, if it's a square conjunct or whatever, do they get along? They're gonna mention there's tension. So the energies don't run along pretty well. So the main thing is she had a huge tension right when Saturn conjunct Pluto back in December, right when they connected. That started connecting to her own specific chart, because she has Saturn and Pluto in Libra, and last December Saturn and Pluto conjunct in Capricorn, right? So Capricorn Libra does not go well together, so that affected her chart mainly, right? And Libra also is partnerships. So when you think of Libra, it's groups and partnerships, mainly marriage. So you have Pluto in there already, you know, so imagine she getting that. And they're connecting. Right when they connect, something happened. And, you know, my opinion, I think the loss of Colby was related to that, to her specific chart. I mean, that's what I'm pointing out there. Let me know what you guys think. I know there could be more to it, but I feel like maybe the Saturn-Pluto conjunction affecting her chart, and Libra's partnerships with marriage affecting the husband of a loss, because Pluto is also death. I don't know.